Hi there. It's very nice to speak with you again. My name is Misaya Hidon, if you can remember, and you could just call me Gio, just keep it short. Last time I spoke to you, I spoke about a company that I would like to work at. But this time around, I want to talk about a career that I would like to have. My dream career is to be a highly respected businessman alongside being a cafe owner. Now, admittedly, a lot of people would see a person that's majoring in business and accounting and wouldn't think that they wanted to work in culinary. But to me, that isn't true. Think about it. What is the number one thing we think about that we all can't deny? I like to think that everyone can't deny that they want tasty food. And I want to provide that to people. That's one of my biggest hobbies. One of my favorite things to do is to make delicious foods, and I want to bring it to people and see the reaction on it because it gives me satisfaction that I fed them a good meal and it was by my own hands. And that's the number one thing I love about culinary. And I want to use the business aspects that I'm learning to help own my own cafe. And that's just my dream goal right there. Think about it. You, as a customer, would want a well ran establishment to eat at. Somewhere you could trust that is good food, but also that's not some dingy place that you see at a corner store. With that business knowledge that I would gain from school and other aspects, I want to use it to run my establishment on my own and run it right. Before I started to major in business and accounting beforehand, I actually studied culinary. I studied culinary starting from sophomore year all the way to my senior year. I worked for many different chefs, and I actually worked with one of my previous teachers in her own culinary catering service. So I like to think that I have a lot of experience with this topic. I'm now majoring in business to gain business knowledge to help with my future in general, but also to help with my end goal. And now I want to discuss how I will reach said end goal of owning my own cafe shop by explaining my starting point, my preferred career transition, and how I will finalize my goals. I believe my best plan would be to start off small and simple. Just to start off working as a restaurant cook while still attending college. With this plan in mind, I will be able to continue studying, continue my education while working and gaining more job experience. According to the Career Communications Group in their article Starting a Career While in College, quote, no matter what your discipline is, starting your career while in college is not only possible, it is invaluable to you as a professional. I believe I will start working at my local Golden Chick, somewhere small but somewhere I can manage. From looking at previous workers' reviews and other sources, it seems like a job for fast promotion, and that's great and all, but I'm not only looking for promotion. My focus on that job would be to gain more experience and learn from others in my field. I want to gain more knowledge in both the business and culinary worlds. That is why I still want to continue my education while working. And with time and an ever increasing job experience, I believe I will start to make a name for myself. As time goes on, I believe that my end goal will begin to come closer to me. By this time, hopefully 5 years from now, I wish to believe I would have earned at least my bachelor's in business and management. With that, I would start to practice my new business knowledge in two separate ways. First, I will use my business knowledge in higher companies to establish footholds in certain businesses and gain support from that. And second, I would help other companies in their business adventures to help me establish connections with others in high positions. That's business, but now back to culinary side of things. Just to let you know, a cook, or also known as a kitchen porter, is usually doing small time work. like prepping ingredients, making small meals, and other kinds of smaller jobs. I see myself growing in the ranks of chefs, hopefully becoming an executive chef in 5 years' time, and hopefully becoming a chef de cuisine or head chef in 10 years. To quote the Norwalk Community College in their blog, The Kitchen Hierarchy, Career Options in the Restaurant Kitchen, hospitality is a growing industry that employs hundreds of thousands of people each year and is expected to continue expanding. I wish to be a part of this growth so that I can grow alongside it, both my skills and my reputation, towards my life's goal. Like I said in the beginning, my dream job is to own my own cafe. To get to that point, I would have to work for and learn for the better part of at least 10 years or so. And during that time, I believe that I will have gained an amazing amount of education and reputation in both the professional business and culinary worlds. I would use my business and financial education to maintain and regulate my own establishment, so I wouldn't have to worry on others to do that job for me. And obviously, I will use my culinary skills to make many types of comfort pastries and coffees for people wanting a break from their day. In the end of the day, I want to have a credible amount of reputation and knowledge before even thinking of opening my cafe doors. My goal in the end is to make myself into a respected cafe owner. I want to have the knowledge in both culinary and business to help myself to be more independent so I do not become too dependent on other companies that might try and take my job from me. I know myself. If I worked so hard for something that I've been dreaming of for years, I wouldn't want it ripped away from me by some contract or miscommunication. That would just break everything. To quote Peter Hessling in his article Conceptualizing and Evaluating Career Success, regardless of what other people achieve, a person who is highly committed to such an aspiration is liable to experience career success if it is realized. My personal career goal, and I believe anybody else's, is always needs to start somewhere to start. Time for it to grow and develop and finally become what you want it to be. That's my dream job to me. I want to be a cafe owner and own it, to run it, and hopefully live with it. I enjoyed talking about my dream job with you, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. Until then, goodbye.